Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis Auto Sports. We have a gorgeous 1996 GMC Suburban 1500. This is a two-owner Carfax certified guarantee vehicle, flawless history, clean and clear title, in hand, in-house, ready to sign over. The previous owner, who we bought it directly from, has owned this truck since 2002. It was a doctor here in town. Truck came into us in great condition for the year and miles. And like always, we put our DAS touches on it. We'll go over that here in a moment, but at first we'll just do a good walk around. Excuse the squeaks. We got new shoes and clean floors. Just over 128,000 miles. As mentioned, Carfax certified truck. These trucks are so hard to find. We used to restore a lot of the two doors early on here at Davis Auto Sports before we got 4-year swamp worth of Jeep builds. This is one of 4 sections of our shop here, but we absolutely love this entire generation of GM. We actually just sold a 97 Sierra with 20,000 miles or 30,000 miles. It's heading to Texas tomorrow, actually. So big fan of these trucks. And this one, as you see, is absolutely gorgeous. We did a ton of work to it. The previous owner also did a good amount of work. So we're getting ready to go into those details here in a moment, but first I want to give you guys a good close-up of everything. We are shooting this in HD, so if you have the ability to watch it in HD, please do so. If your internet is a little bit slower, just give it time to buff. And also, if you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure to go to our website, davisautosports.com, where you're going to get additional pictures, price, a lot more information. The previous owner upgraded the wheels. Look like they come off of a early generation Denali of some sort. We do not have the original wheels. One of the most rust-free GM trucks from this generation that we've seen. The undercarriage is extremely clean, which we have a bunch of pictures. I may slide underneath the truck here in a moment for you guys as well. Original bumper in fantastic condition. Emblems are original as well. We replaced the headlights. We also replaced all the lenses, just gives it a nice clean look. So the main thing with the exterior, the previous owner, this truck started off its life as a factory green truck from GM, and the previous owner always wanted it two-toned. It is a gorgeous color combo on these GM trucks. So he did have a body shop. He initially went in there to just get the two-tone added, the tan. I don't know the GM color. I'm sure you guys do. So he wanted to get that added, and just talking to them, they sort of convinced him it would turn out much nicer to do the whole truck. So he had the entire truck done. Every panel on the truck is original. It's all GM. It wasn't in an accident or anything like that. So he had the whole truck done. And then at that time is when he went ahead and upgraded the wheels as well. So it's a complete repaint. Now, what we did when we got the truck in is we paint corrected, wet sanded, compound, polished, and buffed everything. A lot of times when a vehicle is painted, there's little nibs of what we refer to as dirt in the clear coat, little tiny imperfections. And when you do those, many of them come out, some don't. So this truck does have, this was not a $15,000, $20,000 paint job. When we paint our vehicles here, we disassemble absolutely everything, but they also cost a ton of money as well because they take 4 or 5 months to do. So for what this truck is, it's a good paint job. It's not a show paint job, but it's a good quality paint job. So for the outside, for the most part, that's it. We also replaced all of the black trim all the way around. The main reason is if you're familiar with the GM trim, this top part will start to peel off a little bit. The black gets faded. We didn't spray this. This is not Armor All or anything on here. That's just what it is because it's all brand new. So a lot of dealers will spray Armor All. There's no Armor All on that. That's just, it's brand new out of the box. So, but you can see the finish of the paint. It's good. It's nice and flat after we cleared it, or excuse me, paint corrected it. So since the exterior of this truck showed so well, one of the main things that we did, and we spent a ton of time, was the interior. At 120,000 miles, these trucks can run forever. I personally had one that I sold with about 350,000 miles a very long time ago, early on in my marriage, and it carted the kids around and everything. And these are just phenomenal, phenomenal trucks. So with the interior, a lot of work's been done. We took everything out, carpet, center console, seats, all 3 rows, dropped the headliner. So we have all new carpet from the front to the very end to the back of the cargo. We actually did carpet on the back of the seats, which is exposed carpet as well. Up front, all new leather. These are not slip-on covers. These are actually true leather skins. We have a huge upholstery department here at Davis Auto Sports. I'll show you the back seats when we get back there, but while we're up here, the entire headliner, every part affiliated with the headliner, from the overhead center console to the sun visors, all brand new, all done here in-house. And this is a football field of a headliner. If you were to call any upholstery department, or excuse me, upholstery shop, to drop all this with all the accessories, the handles, the vents, take the headliner off, wrap the headliner, reinstall it, you're gonna pay every bit. You call around if you think I'm bluffing, $2 grand to do a headliner this size. Some shops will charge more than that. So we're not adding that much to the cost of the truck, but it's nice to have. You won't find this generation GM SUV that doesn't have somewhere where the headliner's starting to come down. So new carpet throughout, new front leather seats, new headliner throughout, and everything else that we didn't do is absolutely as clean as can be. Phenomenal condition. And that's why we did it, as this truck was a great candidate to do these few additional items. What's nice about having new carpet, new leather, new headliner, when you open the door, you smell all the new materials. It's really nice. A lot of times you get into these older trucks and they have an old sort of funk to them. So it's nice to have the new materials for many different reasons. The back seats are original and they show very well. This is a factory leather that is wrinkled like that from the factory. The inserts are supposed to be like that. Very, very clean. The carpet that we use as well, it's not your industry standard cheap carpet that you'll see a lot of shop shoes. This has extra insulation on the back and a thick rubber backing as well. So it's actually much thicker than the factory GM carpet. Carpet, as I mentioned earlier, goes all the way through the entire truck. There's another shot of part of your headliner. I think we've replaced some of those knobs as well. Carpet continues back there. Third row, really good condition. Now the only thing to really nitpick on this interior, honestly, is this back area of these, this top part. It's almost like a velour material and it scratches very easy. If I was to dig my nail in here and pry back, it would definitely mar it. So that's the only sort of, you got a couple little scrapes right there. We'll go check that side. But for us to redo this, then we're just getting into too much. We wanted to make this a nice driver quality. We didn't want to go overboard and make it too nice where it's too much money for the average person that just likes this body style, that wants a really nice example. So expect some normal wear and tear on things that we didn't do. Actually, anything that we didn't do, expect wear and tear, just to be on the safe side. But super, super clean. Rockers are 100% rust free on the outer rockers and the inner rockers. I'll actually get down and show you those as well. Dog legs are perfect. Bottom of the doors, inner, outer, no issues. I mean, absolutely rust free, garage kept, beautiful undercarriage on this thing. Those are our brand new WeatherTech floor liners as well, tan in color to protect the brand new carpet. Very clean. Usually these speaker grills are kicked in just from getting in and out over the years, and once they get dented in, that's it for the most part. Can't repair those metal stretches. Just look how smooth that leather is. That velour material is that's not staining, it's just all based on how it was pipe glass, just like a suede would. Redid the speaker covers as well. Door jambs, once again, very clean. There are a few small items that we are still working on this truck that will be completed at time of purchase. We did get new buttons for these, so those are getting replaced, and this button is also getting replaced as well. Well, we're gonna get that guy. Let him land on me. I'm getting crushed by that guy. $126 on the miles. I think I said 128 earlier. 126. All brand new sun visors. That's new as well. Everything on the entire headliner is all brand new all the way back. I'm so used to seeing the directional wheels on these. When this first came in, I was like, I don't know. But after you spend some time looking at it, the wheels do fit it. Initially, I wasn't crazy about them, but they actually do look really nice once you get used to them. My eyes are just so used to the factory wheel that anything other than that is just your eyes not used to it. So, but it is a factory GM wheel. This battery just got installed today. I believe it's a 3-year warranty. We got it from Advance. That way, if you ever have an issue, you go to any Advance in the country. It's literally just purchased today, September 4th. So this is going into our technician department tomorrow. The engine, driveline, everything's getting all serviced up. Even though it drives phenomenal, we're gonna go through the fluids, all that good stuff, brakes. It drives phenomenal. AC blows ice cold. The AC compressor is newer. That's already been replaced. It also just passed our Virginia state inspection. So if you're not from Virginia, you're unfamiliar. This is done by a station that's governed and overseen by the Virginia State Police Department. We are a Commonwealth state. So these are everything they check for safety. So brakes, headlights, signals, steering, suspension, exhaust, fuel, as you see. So they go through all those systems to make sure that they have no issues that would deem the vehicle unsafe to be on the road. So you're gonna bear with me. I blew out my back, but I'm gonna get down here and I'm gonna show you guys as much of the undercarriage as I can. And I have a section here because a lot of people that aren't used to undercarriages, they may see some surface rust on things and they're unfamiliar with it. But let me widen the camera view. So first thing to note, all these lines, absolutely perfect. Floor pan is perfect. You do not find these GMs with floor pans like this. I'm going to show you all the floor pans first and then go over the rest of the truck. I mean, the pans are literally like new. That's the original muffler. You don't see them this clean. Very, very clean. Look at the pipes. That mosquito's following me. We gotta get him. Cross member. One of the lines has already been replaced. Other ones are in great condition. I mean, literally, it's as perfect as you're gonna get. And we haven't touched it. You can obviously see a bunch of road grime and everything else. All right, so now I want to show you the frame. But what I did, so I wish I had my wool pad to show you guys. So this is the frame. A lot of people will see this, oh, it's rusty. Well, no, it's not. It's surface rust, because what I did right here was I took a regular 000 Scotch-Brite pad and just rubbed it off. I mean, even with my nail, you can see my nail just rubbing it off. So this is what sits on top of this, is just like rust deposits, road grime, everything else. And after a while, it starts to look like that, which actually gives it a light barrier. But once again, you pick any part of this frame. I mean, you could probably pressure wash this off, but you can see what's behind it. Completely perfect black metal. Smooth as can be. So, like I said, this undercarriage is very impressive. But your average person would look at this and say it's rust. So perfect floor pan. I mean, look at the factory muffler. You don't see them like that at all. Just insanely clean. Look at the bottom of the doors, the rockers. So as I mentioned, as a company that restores vehicles, this is not a full restoration. It's a very nice driver quality. I mean, probably the nicest one that you're really going to see, unless there's some 10, 20, 30,000 mile ones out there. So I don't want to make the truck into something that it's not. It's a beautiful truck. Drives phenomenal. The right color. We've had this truck for, just because we're so busy with client vehicles, we've had this truck inside we've had it for probably well over a year, slowly doing the interior, not putting my guys in a big rush, doing it here and there. So the price that I have it online, I'll keep it for another year. If you know what these trucks go for in good condition, then you can appreciate our price on what it's going to be. If it's too much for you, then we understand that. We appreciate you looking. You know, go buy another one that's out there that's rusted and has 200,000 miles and has been smoked in, and you know, etc. So if you want a very, very nice one, this is it. They don't come up too often. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. You can email me directly, jd@davisautosports.com. Make sure to go to our website, davisautosports.com, because by the time this goes on, I'll have a spec sheet on what we did service-wise to it. But we've already gone through and looked at a lot of stuff, and it really doesn't need much at all. But I'll give you a final spec sheet on everything we did to it mechanically, and that's it. So usually on our videos too, we do driving. I'm shooting this in here because it's some nasty weather, but we're actually closed tonight. That's our body shop, and there's probably 4 or 5 cars in the lane that I would have to move to get through, to get out of the building, and we're not doing all that. This truck drives phenomenal. Once again, any questions, 855-955-3377. Thank you.